Hi, I'm Mike with the School of Self-Reliance, and today we're going to talk about an emergency food kit, something that I carry with me everywhere that I go. If I'm going out anywhere, and I mean anywhere that I could get stuck, even the remotest possibility of getting stuck, I carry this food kit with me. It's a small food kit, weighs 3.1 pounds, and has the caloric intake of more than 2 MREs. That's a pretty bold statement, but it does. A typical MRE has about 1,250 calories in it, and this one has about the same, about 2,400 calories. So for 3.1 pounds, and the average MRE weighs a little over 2 pounds, so I'm getting the caloric intake and I'm getting it at a significant weight reduction. But this is an emergency food kit. This isn't your expedition food kit, anything like that. This is a kit that I carry on my LBE. If I'm wearing my LBE, this food kit is on me. Even if I've got food in my backpack, that kit is still on me. It's everywhere that I go. If you're not wearing an LBE, then of course it can always go on your backpack. But I specifically use this food kit as part of my belt kit, so that it rides on my belt or my LBE, so that if my knife is with me, if my weapon is with me, this kit is with me. And that way, no matter what happens, even if I'm just a few yards from camp and I take a tumble down a hill or just can't find the camp or whatever, I get chased off by wolves, I don't know what the scenario is, okay? But most people, if you're not carrying food and you run into a survival situation, it only becomes a survival situation because you don't have the gear to handle it. It's the only reason why it turns into an emergency, is you don't have enough stuff. That's it. If you have the food and you have the supplies on you, then it's an inconvenience, not an emergency. But let's take a look at what's in it. All right, so we open it up, and the first thing that we have is trail mix and protein peanuts. We've got 185 calories, and we got 430 calories. So almost 600 calories, well actually over 600 calories right there. And these are extremely high in protein, 20 grams of protein in that pack. And then there's also some pretty good protein in there. Some of the other things that are in there, 2 chewy granola bars. These are things I can eat on the move to give me instant energy, 100 calories a piece. Can of corned beef hash. Total caloric intake, 330 calories, with a lot of fat in there, 180 fat calories, plus a lot of carbohydrates. So we're doing good. This is a good breakfast item, could be eaten for lunch or dinner. One of the staples that I put in all of my emergency food stuff is buckwheat. Now, buckwheat's not that common here in the United States, but buckwheat is a miracle pseudo grain. It's really not a grain, but it's used as one. It's actually flower seeds. But over in Europe, they eat a lot of buckwheat, have been eating buckwheat for centuries. Buckwheat is high in potassium, it's high in all kinds of really good stuff that you need. Plus, it gives you the same amount of calories and so on, carbohydrates, that you would normally get out of things like rice or noodles. But it does it with a whole lot more vitamins and minerals and all of the good stuff that you need to keep going. And buckwheat stores really, really well. It rehydrates pretty easily, about 20 minutes over the fire, and this stuff comes back to life. I also carry with me bouillon. This is chicken tomato bouillon. Two cans. Now I carry pork and chicken. Now you can carry just chicken or just pork, it's your personal preference. but lots of protein, some calories, not a lot, but let's face it, we need meat in our diet. 90 calories, 45 calories, but a lot of protein. And what I do with them is I half this buckwheat. Cook half of it with one can and half with another. That's 2 dinners right there, or 2 lunches, either one, or it could be used for breakfast. And I drop in the bouillon. Oatmeal. Several packs of oatmeal. Let's wait till the wind dies down for just a second, guys. Several packs of instant oatmeal. And I also packed some peanut butter to mix in with the original flavored oatmeal. So that way we've got protein, a lot of other good stuff, a lot of calories to get us by. But I've also got some sugar in there, some salt, some pepper for things like this. And then a single pack of Spam. I can use the Spam for breakfast or lunch, either one, or dinner for that matter. And if you wanted to, you could carry more of the Spam and cut it up and put it in the buckwheat. It would taste just fine. But in the morning, this is a breakfast, this is a breakfast, or this is a lunch, and this is a lunch, and here's 3 breakfasts to keep you going. And in a pinch, I could use this for maybe up to 3 days, maybe. Now, we're not talking about living in the lap of luxury for 3 days and being well fed, but we're talking about having enough calories to keep your mind working right and keep you pushing forward. But ideally, this would keep me going for about 2 days, maybe a little more if I rationed it, but 2 really good days right there. And if you look at it that you're really aiming for self-rescue or to be found within 72 hours, this makes you a lot more comfortable. And it also gives you one other thing, the ability to replenish calories and stay warm at night, generate heat from your metabolism, keep you warm at night. And let's face it, folks, we don't think well when we're hungry. The brain doesn't work well without caloric intake to keep it functioning. So that's why I always have a little micro food kit, and I add in some other things. Propel Fitness Water, an isotonic drink, a sports drink. This way, if I'm dehydrated or things like that, this boosts my energy, keeps my electrolytes right. If I got sick or something, that's going to help even out my stomach, replace things if I were to vomit. But let's face it, if you're in a survival circumstance or anything like that, you're probably going to have to make distance. That's going to help you out. And then a comfort item, some coffee. Freeze-dried Folgers crystals, just a comfort item. And it's going to make you feel a lot better around your campfire in the morning or at night, sipping on a nice warm drink that, with some food in your tummy, make you feel better. It's going to do a lot for your morale. But that little bit, keep you going for 2 days. Anyway, I'm Mike with the School of Self-Reliance. If you like what we do, like us on Facebook, watch our videos, share our videos, and visit our Patreon page and help us make more videos. Thanks a lot.